Morning sunlight spilled across the tiled courtyards of the inner palace, but the warmth never reached Momo's heart. The air inside concubine Li Hua's quarters was heavy with sickness, the faint smell of medicinal herbs barely masking the underlying scent of frailty. Li Hua coughed softly, her delicate frame shaking beneath silk covers. Malma adjusted her pillows and prepared a mild infusion to soothe her throat. To anyone else, it looked like the simple devotion of a maid serving her mistress. But for Malmo, every movement was a calculation, every glance a search for hidden danger. Her attention returned, as always, to the quiet maid who shadowed Li Hua. The girl spoke little, never raised her eyes, yet she was always present, too present. She anticipated Li Hua's needs, poured her tea, brushed her hair. A perfect servant, too perfect. When Malmo deliberately spilled a drop of tea on the carpet, testing her, the maid's reaction was instantaneous. She retrieved a cloth and knelt, cleaning with practiced precision, her face expressionless. No irritation, no stumble, not even the faintest sign of nerves. For Malmo, that composure was the loudest alarm of all. Later that day, as the concubine napped, Malmo slipped outside into the corridor. Jinshi awaited her in silence, his robes immaculate, his expression unreadable. "Well?" he asked softly. Malmo bowed slightly. "She's trained. Not merely a maid. Whoever sent her intended her to blend in flawlessly. If she makes her move, it will be calculated." Jinshi's eyes narrowed, the light in them glinting like steel beneath the mask of beauty. "And you are certain she hasn't already acted?" Malmo hesitated. The signs were faint, but there had been small irregularities in Li Hua's health, her sudden fevers, her lingering weakness, even after medicine. Symptoms that could come from subtle doses over time. A poisoner's method. She whispered, "If she has, then the poison is slow, not to kill swiftly, but to weaken. Perhaps to make concubine Li Hua appear unfit for favor." The implication was chilling. Removing a concubine did not always mean death. Sometimes it meant stripping her of influence, until she faded from the emperor's eye, forgotten in the shadows of the palace. Jinshi's jaw tightened. "Then we must find proof. Without it, we cannot move. To accuse a maid without evidence would only draw suspicion upon us." Malmo nodded. She would need to test the concubine's food, her cosmetics, even the water in her basin. The palace was full of ways to harm a person without leaving a trace, and whoever orchestrated this knew every one of them. That night, as she returned to her quarters, Malmo paused. She felt eyes on her faint, fleeting, gone the moment she turned. The corridor seemed too quiet, the lantern light too dim. Someone was watching, measuring her movements. She whispered to herself, lips curling into a thin smile. "So the snake has noticed me too." The palace was no longer just a gilded cage. It was a hunting ground, and Malmo had just stepped into the center of it. If you're drawn into the dangerous intrigue of the Apothecary Diaries, make sure to subscribe to the channel like this video. And share it with friends so you'll never miss the next reveal in Malmo's journey.